pizza. And how did pizza come up? Oh, it just popped on. Great. Pizza. Now the really nice thing about this commercial was that they used a variety of sizes in the text, and they emphasized specific words. And here they're emphasizing, of course, the word pizza, which is kind of nice. I like that. I also like the variation in color that they used with their font. It wasn't too bright, but it wasn't... Uh-oh, or did I just... I think I just did something. There we go. It wasn't too bright, but it had color. It had a feel to it, and it wasn't too plain, wasn't too boring. It was designed, is what I'm saying. So, you know, not extremely fancy, but yes, it was designed, and that's what made this commercial really good. All right, so we're thinking about pizza, and then all of this moves off to the right. Is that what happens? Okay. So now everything that's up needs to move to the right, and that involves, wow. So these are really pretty nested compositions. I don't blame you if you don't want to do this many nested compositions. This is the kind of thing that you do after a couple of years of working with After Effects. There, pizza goes, and now we do position, turn on this keyframe, and now, all right, so that was all that for only 7 seconds of animation. Let's see what that looks like.
I figure the engineers who built the all-new 09 F150 are probably the same guys we all cheated off of in science class. We're thinking about pizza. I figure the engineers who built the all-new 09 F150 are probably the same guys we all cheated off of in science class. We're thinking about pizza.
I think that's pretty clever. So that's where I'm going to stop. If you have any more questions, if you have anything specific that you want to know how to do, let me know. Let's see, I'm scrubbing through here. Crazy smart. If you want to know how to do that, that's, you know, pretty simple. My dog's about to bark like crazy. Ignore her. Oh, she didn't do it. Oh, how nice. Okay, if you want to know how to do that, let's see. Smart. I'm just going to use white so you can see it. You want to know how to turn that word. You just turn on 3D, rotation, turn on X rotation. Rotate. No, sorry. Y rotation. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. You have to move the anchor point. Well, it depends on where you want it to pivot from. If you want it to pivot from that corner, that's fine. If you want it to pivot like it did in the animation, you need to move that anchor point over here to the middle. Okay, so now when you go to rotate it, it'll rotate from the middle. And then what you do is you just set a keyframe for the beginning, set a keyframe for the end, which would be 90 degrees. And then you just clip off that layer using Option close bracket. There you go. So that's that effect. What else? Okay, the fuel effect. Let's get rid of that. Fuel. So this one's going to be kind of fun. It's just a mask. I'm gonna draw lots of little points because, oops. Alright, so I'm just going to animate that mask to reveal the word fuel. And it's already on add, so I don't need to change that. Add means it'll reveal on. Well, it'll reveal what's inside of it. Subtract means you'll see what's outside of the mask. So animate the mask path. All I have to do is move my playhead every couple of frames. Where is it? There we go. So I'm just clicking and dragging all of these little points in my mask path. Of course, they probably spent days animating theirs. Maybe not days. Maybe like hours. Keep pushing and pulling those until the entire word is revealed. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Well, my comp is huge. Saki, stop it. So I need to actually scale these down. Option, click on the end one, and then that will scale the timing of those keyframes uniformly. So that's how they did the fuel. And to get the little bubbles, all they did was they added Saki, shh. And then they added some little bubbles. Now that's mask 2. We need to, it's either subtract, there we go, subtract. So you can see that little bubble that was made by the second mask, and as the first mask moves up, all they did was they animated mask 2 to follow that line approximately. And they did that, what, 15 times for 15 little bubbles or so that was on the fuel, or yeah, underneath, inside the fuel word. Okay, so that's that one. And if you want me to do that in detail, let me know. Okay, this is sort of a tricky shot. What they did is the same thing that we did earlier, you know, popping on. They had this word flip forward like we did already. And then this entire thing, they set this whole scene in a pre-comp and had it track to the movement of the notebook, which may have been shot on a green screen, or it might, I'm guessing it was actually probably a still. And they might have actually just pre-comped this whole thing to the notebook and then moved the notebook in 3D. Maybe, I'm not quite sure, of course. Okay,